And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. The Gators hit it quickly to the line. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And the Gators send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They get to the line quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Grab behind the line. It's Morgan. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
When you got the ball on their side of the field on 4th and 1, you are absolutely going to go for it and be aggressive. Am I right?
You are right. You know, some may say the quarterback talked the coach into it, but the quarterback's decision is on 3rd down. If he doesn't get it, 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. He can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the 1st. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Rides the back on the option to give. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half for the home team.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air, it's Lagway. They're working that left side. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Few teams improved over the 2nd half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's caught inside the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Gators are threatening in the red zone. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
The Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Calls his own number. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Goes to the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The short hands, it's McCulley. Turning it on! Touchdown, Wolverines! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Let's send the tight end in motion. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Under fire. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pulls it and fires to the left. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab outside. It's Wilson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air. It's Lagway. He wants to take the top off. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously,
pulls it in down the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. Nice move, creates some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Gives it on the option. Looking for room at the 40. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. They'll give it to him again. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. That is no good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Gives it on the option. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. A busy day in CUSA and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Gators are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The toss sweep to the right. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Got a man. It's Sturdivant. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Scoops it up. Still a live ball.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. It's complete. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Daniels. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Running to Green. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Got his man! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Off from the shotgun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going with the ground game left. And into the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Direct snap. It's Daniels. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of it.
There he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. And the stomping has commenced.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is blocked. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays. They get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in down the middle. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Finds a man on the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Caught close to the marker, it's Livingston. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into cover.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do. Yeah,
and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
At the 40, there he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make the big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And that is no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. He's looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll leave it with him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Making side adjustments here. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. That's caught. It's Daniels. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. The Gators want to move quickly. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Sturdivant. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays. And let that clock just tick.
Fires to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Touchdown, Florida! Looks like comeback is underway.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're facing a third down. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
A deep throw as the clock winds down. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Well, they're down in possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Unleashes one. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in a game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a